use she, they pronouns. And I am from Sacramento, California. Um, I graduated in 2019 with a degree in English and African American Studies. And Trio was probably, it was like my second home pretty much, because of course I had like my regular apartment, but like I started with Trio in the like early program of course now I forget exactly what it's called, but the summer program before. And I got to come to college early, right, from California. The first time I'd seen the campus was in orientation. And so I like had no idea what was going on. This is like this huge place in the middle of the country. And I'm like, what am I supposed to be doing? And it was really great because I had an amazing kind of leader, and I was able to move into my, place early and do scavenger hunts and meet really cool people. And it was also the first time when I got offered a job as an office assistant at Trio. So I was working as an office assistant all 4 years at Trio, and it was probably like the best place that supported me so much, right? I got, a grant in my second semester of my freshman year when I was struggling with, having money to pay for books. And I got tutoring in the hardest of classes. They were the ones who kind of like spurred me into going to the AAAC to like get tested and try and see if maybe I need more support in other ways. It and I also just got like the best support and understanding like what I wanted to do and like where I wanted to go, because you start as like an international relations and political science major, and throughout that time it's like, no, maybe you're not that thing. Let's try all these different ways to like make sure that you're doing the thing that you want to do. And I was able to I think I made a 4-year plan like every single semester so that I could like play around with the classes that I was going to take, so that I always had fun. And they always allowed me to be like, okay, so maybe this one will count for both of these different ways. Let's make sure that and so I think they are some of the best people that I've met, and are some of the people that kind of made my college experience better, right? Because I'm a first gen college student. I was raised by a single mother. Like I didn't even know work study meant that you didn't like work and then that money was going to pay off your tuition. So that's obviously not what it means. And so I had to learn very quickly that like, here's this amount of money that you don't have, because now you have to like make it up. And I think that grant really helped, right? Because it's a huge learning curve, and you're kind of like out in this wild, and you're like trying to figure out how to not only navigate this new like physical space that you're in, but also this like big institution with a bunch of rules and a bunch of things that you have to do in order to succeed. And so having that support even after I graduated, and when I needed like write up recommendations, or when I needed support on trying to figure out if I want to go into like even bigger higher education, I got that through them, and got really cool opportunities to go a lot of different places and try a lot of different things with them. Immediately after graduating at fall, I went and started my dual master's program in children's literature and writing for children at Simmons University in Boston. And I just graduated last year in 2022 with that dual master's. And in 2021, I got my first literary agent, and last year I got a 2-book deal with Penguin Random House. And so I work as an author part-time, and I'm also the diversity, equity, inclusion, and belonging coordinator at Harvard University.